Despite the current headwinds in the Indian auto sector, it is a great time to be an SUV enthusiast, with new models launching across segments. And talking about SUVs, MG Motor India is all set to launch its flagship SUV in the market, the Gloster. It will be MG's fourth SUV model in India after the Hector, ZS EV and the Hector Plus. With its SUV game going strong, MG doesn't really need to look at other segments, does it? It is big, bold, has solid presence and occupies a lot of real estate too. We finally get our hands on the MG Gloster, the biggest SUV to come out of MG Motor India's stable so far. It is the flagship SUV, and like any flagship should, this one is loaded with all things cool. So, let us begin. At almost 5 meters in length, close to 2 meters wide and 2 meters tall, the Gloster has a huge footprint. The wheelbase itself is close to 3 meters, which means the SUV has enough space for a third row as well. But we will come to that later. Let's talk about the design first. The stance is typically SUV, and the bold look is characterized by the big 3-stacked octagonal grille up front, having a chrome surround. The headlight cluster is slim, and the fog lamps sit below on the bumper with sharp-looking chrome housing. What rounds up the front end design is the chrome skid plate. The look reminds you of all the big American SUVs. The Gloster is adorned with chrome badges all around. If we were to count, there are a total of 8 badges on the exterior, 4 at the rear, 1 on each fender, and the MG logo at both ends. Viewed in profile, you see a boxy silhouette and a chrome strip on the window line along with the Brit Dynamic badging, which is only offered on MG models with high-performance engines. The doors and the windows are big and the alloy wheels are decently designed. But we feel that the wheel size could have been a little bigger. The Gloster gets 19-inch wheels, and maybe 20 or 21-inch units could have filled up the wheel well better. Or, at the time of the launch, maybe MG could offer bigger wheels as an option. At the rear, your attention goes directly to the bold Gloster lettering and the chrome-tipped quad exhaust. But apart from that, it is a simple affair. Overall, the design is not as intricate as the Hector or the Hector Plus. But we guess MG wanted to keep things simple with the Gloster. So the model of the Gloster that we are testing today, it gets a 2-liter twin-turbo diesel engine. Yes, there are 2 turbos in here. The motor, it makes about 215 brake horsepower and a massive 480 Newton meters of peak torque. There is an 8-speed automatic transmission, which is standard. And along with that, this also gets a Borg-Warner 4x4 system with 7 driving modes. But for today, let's stick to the tarmac and perhaps we'll go off-roading with the Gloster sometime later. The power and torque figures are more than what the Ford Endeavour, Toyota Fortuner and the Mahindra Altiras G4 offer. It's rivals. Well, for a car that is comfortably over 2 tons in weight, the 2-liter twin-turbo engine on the Gloster does a good job of offering good solid pulling power right from 1700 rpm. The SUV builds up speed nicely, and the ratios on the 8-speed automatic gearbox are very well spaced out, which means the car is in the power band all throughout. There is a hint of turbo lag, but it doesn't mar your driving experience. Overall, the Gloster offers a very refined driving experience. There's hardly any engine noise seeping into the cabin. The Gloster has a plush ride quality. The suspension is well tuned for Indian roads. But the third row occupants might find the ride to be a little bouncy. The view for the driver from the windscreen is very commanding. You get that feel of driving a high-riding SUV. And as far as the steering and the feedback is concerned, the steering itself, it feels very good to hold. But then, it's absolutely dead. There's no feedback and it feels numb. And of course, for an SUV this size, direction changes take some time. And it is not that great a handler as well. But then, it was never meant to go corner carving. There is a fair amount of body roll too, which is understandable. And the brakes, they have good stopping power too, with decent bite and progression. In terms of seating, the Gloster gets captain seats in the middle, which means it can seat 6 people in total comfort. The middle row seats are plush and keep the occupants in comfort with decent headroom and knee room, while the third row seats are well suited for short intra-city rides. There is enough space and headroom for medium-sized adults. The knee room could be better, but we aren't complaining. We couldn't help but notice that the design of the dashboard seems inspired by a certain German company making SUVs. We mean the shape of the dashboard, the rotary knob, AC vents, the controls for climate control, and even the touchscreen gives you a very BMW-like vibe. Like a flagship SUV does, the Gloster is loaded to the brim with features. It gets rich tan leather upholstery with plush interior, a yacht-style gear knob, and good quality finish. The materials used and the fit and finish inside the cabin give you that premium feel. Although, there are a few plasticky bits such as the lid on the wireless charging tray and the rotary knob. They could have had better feel. The dashboard gets a clean design and the headliner is the 12.3-inch touchscreen panel, which is horizontal rather than the vertical unit which you see on the Hector and the Hector Plus. Then, you have an 8-inch digital instrument console with analog counters for speed and revs. Other features on the Gloster are heated seats which are electrically adjustable, 3-zone climate control, air purifier, wireless charging, a big panoramic sunroof, and a segment-first 64-color ambient lighting feature, which is a cool feature to have, seen only on more expensive cars. So the Gloster, like all other MG SUVs, is a connected car. It gets MG's iSmart connected car technology, and MG says that the Gloster has close to 70 connected car features. Now, the problem is that you need to have your smartphone paired with the car, and we do not have that right now. The process takes 2 days. Yes, it's quite long and we did not have that kind of time. But apart from that, there are a few voice commands like the Hector and the Hector Plus have. So let me show them to you. Hello MG.
Hi, how can I help?
Open sunroof. Hello MG.
Yes.
Set AC temperature to 21 degrees.
Temperature is set to 21 degrees Celsius.
So all these features you can access through voice commands, and that is not the end of technology in the Gloster. Gloster is India's first autonomous level 1 connected car, and we will show you these features as well. Now the Gloster is a connected SUV and gets MG's iSmart technology too. But the USP here is the Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, or ADAS. This means that the Gloster gets auto park assist and adaptive cruise control along with lane departure warning, auto emergency braking, forward collision warning and blind spot detection. So let us show you how the auto parking assist works along with the other functions. The Gloster also offers up to 6 airbags along with anti-lock brakes, hill start and hill descent control, electronic stability program, traction control, 360-degree camera and ISOFIX mounts for child seats. Of course, the safety features may differ from variant to variant and those details are yet to be revealed. Our test car is the top spec variant and the Gloster will have lower spec variants as well with different engine options. Although details are a little sketchy on that. It will be assembled in India part by part, which MG says is different from being a CKD or a completely knocked down kit. Plus, if volumes pick up, MG will increase the level of localization on the Gloster. The MG Gloster has a lot to offer. It is really big, feels solidly built, offers a lot of creature comforts and features, and the driving experience is quite good too. What could have been better though is the overall design, which seems to be inspired by many sources. But all things considered, the Gloster seems to be a good SUV in the offing. Now MG says that the expected pricing could be between 35 and 45 lakh rupees. But knowing MG's history with its other cars, we expect the Gloster to be launched at 30 lakh rupees. Now that would be a killer blow. And the Gloster, apart from its rivals like the Toyota Fortuner, Ford Endeavour and the Mahindra Alturas G4, it is primed to take on even more premium rivals.